sports. It's in the game.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. His first throw is an interception. Oh, the ball is loose again. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Richardson. He locates Adonai Mitchell. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that will get them on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He fields it from the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
12. Check out.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, south. Check.
From the 24. Able to get it to Edwards. Takes out a 1-stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
How? What's that? What? Love.
They'll try the right side with Edwards. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Hey, uno. Out to the right. 19 Texas.
From the 47. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Kyer Elam makes the play. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, it's Edwards. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Robin. Hey, uno.
Stroud off the play fake. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
A give to Edwards. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
19 Texas.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
12, 9.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one's complete. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. That's the end of our first quarter. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Has him on the quick hitter. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go, set. Hey, check that, street. Ready?
Will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans start to fight back with their first points of this game. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He put everything he had into this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and 10.
18 card.
Taylor will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
4th down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. Look to high.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
On the quick, right? Look. 11. Look to high.
From the gun, Stroud. This is reeled in by Edwards. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
All right.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Juan Thornhill takes it away.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
70, hard 70. Come on. Set. Hurt. 18, right here.
Defense showing blitz. Richardson escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes. The ball is loose. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
From the 28. Taking a deep shot here. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Colts bump the lead up to 13 points.
Texans 7. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Nice.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying to go deep again. Big gain downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Hey, south, south, south. Hey, Uno. Nice.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Flat. Here we go. Red.
From the 38. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Robin. Why Tony? 2-jet. Under. Tonight.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
And less than a yard.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Ow, that's right. Oh, ball.
They've got a man in motion.
Tonight.
Here's a quick throw to the left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Buggy. All right. Robin. Tonight.
Finds a man, right side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Go check, go check. Get up.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has it at the 11. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. To throw, Richardson. He puts everything behind this one. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. It's another rushing play. Breaks the tackle, still going. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
How was that? 12. Hey, south.
Now a give to Edwards, running left. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's a quick pass to the right side, Cup. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Hey, uno. Buggy. Hey, south. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Robin. Two J.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now. Hey, smash Bronco. Check go.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Look hot, bro.
Offense up to the line fast.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
Buggy.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 1. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Lion. Set up.
They send the tight end in motion. Trying for it on the ground. And he isn't going to get there. First time they tried for two tonight, but it's unsuccessful.
26, Texans 14. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Go.
Throwing is Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They're working a couple of yards past the line. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Oh, ready? Flash, flash, flash.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Ow, beside. 19 Texans. Hey.
They're going for this. That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Working quickly here.
19 Texans.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Hutchinson reels it in. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Go.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, uno.
It's fourth down.
11.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Richardson now on 1st and 10. He lets one fly deep downfield. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
I came in nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back, them L dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A.